Hello everybody, this is Michelle Gregor, San Jose City College, reporting in for 46A, 46B, and 89 ceramics. Today we're going to talk about mark making. Mark making can be thought of in two distinct categories. First, mark making with a brush that sits on the surface of the pot, as opposed to mark making when we're carving or incising or actually changing the texture of the pot. Sometimes you make a beautiful vessel and you're faced with that blank canvas and you need to decorate it. You may even have a design in mind, but you're not used to painting with a brush. You want to practice on paper first, many times before you set your brush onto your pottery. You may have spent a long time getting that pot, learning how to throw it on the wheel or hand building it. And the first time that you do your decoration, you want to be ready. You want your hand to know what that brush is going to do. Right here, I just have a regular brush and some water and a piece of paper, and I can make marks just using water and get to know my brush. The first exercise I want you to do is take one tool. I want you to do as many marks as you can. I want you to exhaust the possibilities of the types of marks that this one tool will do. You can change the orientation of the tool. You can use the back of the tool, the end of the tool. Experiment with mark making. You'll probably come up with something that you didn't expect. Try and exhaust the possibilities. Your assignment is to fill a page with as many types of marks as you can using a single tool. If you don't have ink, you might try watercolor. If you don't have watercolor, maybe try coffee or tea. A couple of ideas to think about are axial symmetry and radial symmetry. So what is axial symmetry? Axial symmetry is having a design that's symmetrical off the side of an axis point. So you can see I have a line here and I'm making more or less equal decorations on either side of the line. This is a great technique to use when you're developing banding. Radial symmetry is when you're starting with a form that's equally decorated around a radius. So think of a daisy, a sun, something that has symmetry that goes around the radius. So thanks for sending me in the designs from last week. If you haven't had the chance to do them yet, I've asked you to do a page with 5 different banding designs, and you can refer to the Pinterest board that I sent you, but here's some great examples of some banding designs that are done on paper, and another sheet here of designs for banding. This is a great example of a circular design. This is also a book that I would really highly recommend, Making Marks, and it's by Robin Hopper. It's available online. I also have a copy in the studio, so when we get back, you can take a look at it. It's filled with resources on decorating ceramics specifically. There's a neat way to make a brush, which is to use a feather. If you go outside and find an old feather somewhere, you can make a brush just like they used to make brushes in the Middle Ages. I'm going to start out with this feather here. I'm going to cut off the shaft of the feather with my knife. I'm going to pull the extra feather part off. I'm going to take a little piece off the end here. I'm going to take the rest of this feather here. I'm going to pull the soft feathery part off. It strips off pretty easily. Come down and cut this little piece off here. I'm going to insert this into the tube. Push it all the way in. I've got a beautiful little brush. Let's see what kind of marks it's going to make. There's lots of design books that you can use if you don't have a design in mind. But what I'd like you to do today is to really experiment with mark making in an abstract way. See what kind of marks you can make, what different kinds of forms the tools will give you. So the goal with this lesson is to try and get you to loosen up, to be free with your mark making, to be experimental, to try something you haven't tried before. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Take good care of yourselves. Don't forget to wash your hands, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.